What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris's Watch Movie Party. I'm Chris.
I'm Cara Haley.
JB.
Michelle.
And tonight we're watching the film Thanksgiving. How's everyone going?
Better now that I have power. How are you?
Good. Been it's waiting to watch this film all day.
Yeah, me too. Well, for the hour that I've been up. I love this movie.
Is it actually Thanksgiving Day show today? Like
Next
today?
Thursday.
No, next Thursday.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's meatloaf day for me. I don't eat turkey.
Ooh.
Neither do I.
So my boy is gonna cook me a turkey. I mean a meatloaf.
Me love.
Are you having a big celebration?
My son G and his girlfriend host Thanksgiving. They've picked that to be their holiday. So we go up there.
Cool.
Jacob usually stays overnight, gets drunk, and hangs out with them all night.
Hells yeah, sounds like a
come home.
party.
Well, they're a lot younger than me, and I really don't drink anymore, so
Got to
I
get the
take
bell.
my iced tea and take my leave.
I'll be there by Thursday. I'll show you how to party.
Do you guys do Thanksgiving?
No,
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 that's an American holiday.
I didn't think
we
so.
don't know even really. I know like it was something about pilgrims and Indians.
Yeah, the
and-
Pilgrims discovered they
They
landed in
didn't get
Massachusetts at
treaty or
Plymouth Rock,
something.
and then they had Thanksgiving with the Indians or something like that. It's all being debunked right now. They don't they don't buy what actually happened and all this other horse shit. Oh, sorry.
I know it pretty much from South Park the most. Like when I think of Thanksgiving, I think South Park.
I just remember the episode of
Fabulous.
South Park with all the bloody turkeys. They're all like the killer, what were they, the killer
Yeah.
turkeys or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, the turkeys are running around, and they try and do like the reimagining of it, and it all goes terribly wrong.
Oh my god. The president pardons a turkey every year too, as a non-sacrifice or some crap. I don't know when it became a thing, but
I
Biden will
also know.
pardon a
Yeah.
turkey next week. Should pardon
I also
himself.
know that like on Bob's Burgers, like Bob is always like he has to have the perfect turkey every year. He has to make the perfect turkey, and like he talks to it, and he bakes it like all the time, and he needs it. It's always very funny.
Oh my god.
For me, all I watch is cartoons. 44-year-old woman.
You probably understand more about it than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see a couple of variety of turkeys in this film. So
A little bit.
3, 2, 1, play.
Parker, stop. Parker.
Oh my loading. Guys, I'm watching it on Prime, so it's
You have a
an ad.
commercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
stop.
paused.
Oh, keep forgetting.
Do you want to start over?
Yeah, go back to the start.
Yeah, I got 10 seconds to go. Yep.
Go.
Yeah. It's on Sony.
Enough.
I may be a couple 6 ahead of you.
Yeah.
The unicorn's coming up. TriStar.
Yep.
She's eating bloody Big Macs or she actually got it out of the bag. Oh, Spider. That's it. I'm boycotting. I'm out.
What a dickhead! I don't even bloody have the headphones in.
It's a shell move, Chris.
Yep.
He's so fantastic. I love him.
Yeah. Are you what in the ear? You want more?
Hi, baby.
I'll put it in the other ear. Try that too. Oh, bloody cool.
I'll go down. Yeah, go down.
Well, that's a little ironic, isn't it?
Just forgetful.
I can't hear these guys though now.
I wore pajamas last year.
For
My
Thanksgiving.
You'll wear bloody pajamas to a wedding.
No, I wouldn't. I dressed nice for the wedding I just went to.
Oh,
I sent you my picture. I cleaned up pretty nice in my red shirt.
oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you looked absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. This guy looks like a mouse, doesn't he? With his eyes and his nose.
Okay,
and his
he's from Hostel 2. I worked it out earlier because I wanted
He's
to
been in a
quickly watch
ton of
something
stuff.
on Quentin Tarantino and Eli Roth, and I was like, shit, the dad in Hostel is because they started talking about the two guys in Hostel 2, and I was like, that's him.
Yeah, well, I know him most from Suits as Lewis Litt.
Yes.
Everyone loves Suits, and I've never
And he was
gotten
such a
around to watching it. And now I'm like, I won't watch it because Meghan Markle's in it.
Do they do this in Australia? Like mob stores and stuff to buy stuff?
No, not really.
Because we sure do it in America.
But we don't really have Black Friday either. It's something that you do, but we adopt it as a sale,
Oh, right.
like especially
It's
online
insane.
and
People are
like
at the store at like 3 in the morning.
and holidays and stuff.
3 in the morning to buy a freaking Cabbage Patch Kid back in the day.
You know what's really good? It though is like I usually sail on American ships for cruises, so I'll wait. Like if I'm going at the end of the year, I'll wait to get my alcohol package on Black Friday.
That's good.
Yeah, probably about 8 years ago, like a couple of stores would do like a Boxing Day sort of sale thing, like at midnight.
Yeah.
But then they
Well,
stopped it.
And now I don't think my shopping centre here even opens on Boxing Day anymore. I think that
What's Boxing Day?
Oh, this was like at midnight. Big W used to do it.
What does Boxing Day symbolize?
Boxing Day is just like the day after Christmas. Like it's just like a continued celebration.
Yeah, so we
That's more
usually
sales
on
here.
Boxing Day
It's more
get up,
sales
jump
when
in
you
the
can
store.
stand in line and punch
and get
people and
greeted.
throw shit around.
Yeah. You could do that too if you want. I'm sure someone
When the
does.
Cabbage Patch Kids were around, this scene at the store here was all the time. It was crazy.
That's probably why they don't do it now, because it probably would be like this.
Very likely. My
Especially
mom
with
used to
today's.
go, she went to a hardware store to buy my Cabbage Patch Kids. Nobody knew they
Yeah.
were there. It was hilarious.
Guys, what's your timestamp?
140? No, that's how long it is. Sorry. 6.
You're at 6
Yeah, something like that.
6
Won't give me
minutes?
time.
Because I'm back. Okay, all right.
I've just hit 550.
So like I'm at 5:56 now. So should I
I'm
go
just-
forward?
I've hit 605.
Yeah, I'm about the
Okay,
same
I
as
have him
you.
just pulling in the SUV.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's about where I am.
Parker Bennington, stop it. My baby.
Go ahead.
I have pants on today.
The earbuds came out.
Well, pants are good.
Well, usually I don't wear them, but it's about 54 degrees in here, so I think I'll have to turn the heat on today.
Today is a muggy day. Stuffy.
It was 36 yesterday. We didn't get any snow. Like we got patches of it, but my driveway was wet all day. Kevin got 8 inches, and my friend Sam got 6. They're both 20 minutes away from me. I was not upset with that.
Jesus,
Stop.
that pain about sometimes.
What's wrong with you, you moron? It's a pen.
Yeah, this also reminds me of South Park because they have like the Black
exactly
Friday
where I
thing
am.
on
Look at
too.
My audio is off. I hate when Netflix does that.
Tonight I've got this on 3 streaming platforms. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's feast or famine. You can watch them everywhere. I can't watch it at all.
Yeah. People just don't want to release things. They only want them released digitally and you have to rent them. Oh, my mum rang me earlier and she's like, Long Legs is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I was like, I've tried to get through it 3 times. And
You didn't make it
she
through it either?
She paid for it. And I was like,
Oh.
You paid for it? And she's like, yes. I said, I still can't get through it. And sorry, what did you say, Charles?
I have to try it again today. I dozed off.
Oh,
the
you
other
tried to watch it as well?
Yeah, but I was so tired. It was when were we supposed to stream?
I can't do it.
I couldn't keep my eyes open, so I gave in.
It's honestly like I can get through most movies. Like it's not often I'll turn a movie off, even if it's really, really, really bad. The only movie I've turned off this year is that bloody Jamie Kennedy one that we talked about.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even try that one.
I just didn't even bother. I nearly got to the end though. And usually if I nearly get to the end, I'm like, I may as well watch that last bit. Okay, so we should be quiet now.
Yesterday I started Anna Kendrick's movie, the one she directed. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Woman of the Hour.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's
I've been
going to
writing
end.
some stuff down about that movie today. Yeah. I'll have to get your opinion on that one.
My opinion on what?
On the Woman of the Hour one, when you do watch it. I'll have to ask you your opinion on that one.
I want to love it because you know how I feel about her.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're gonna love it, but
I don't love it so far.
It's good. It's just I hate to say it, but it's boring.
That's where I'm at. Like she just figured out that he's weird, and he's walking her to her car after.
Yeah.
She won or she picked him.
It sucks that it's weird because what she's trying to do is good, and like I wish that it did work.
Maybe it'll get a
but
cult
it's
following.
Proving the point that
we'll like it more.
Like what she's not doing does work.
Oof.
Mm.
Welcome to America. I'm proud to be American again, but this is not great.
This guy just taping it. It's like insane. This is what the world's come to.
Oh, there'd be 16 people filming it if it were here. Come on, Parker, lay down, honey.
It fully is what the world's come to, though. Like,
Yep,
there
people are
would be
crazy.
someone standing there taping this.
I have to be there for a waffle iron. No, you don't. Go back to bed, get it tomorrow, pay $10 more.
By that point, if you were there for a waffle iron, like, there's no way I'd be trying to get out by now, like, or something. I don't know. Like this kid, like, but shit. But I guess you never know until you're in that situation, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that would hurt.
No, she takes it off him. Oh, you're disgusting. This is cute.
Hi, beautiful. You okay?
So we all thought she was gonna last through it because she's a full, like, she's got a full horror resume, Femke. Or
Yep.
Fem.
Ooh.
This is brutal.
Good piece of casting by Roth because
National Guard, not the police.
JB, have you seen this before?
No, I haven't seen it before. No.
Enjoy. It's fabulous.
I was thinking about it though, and I was like, Eli Roth does not really cast like a very likable characters. There's never really like anyone.
There,
to
that's
root
where the
for.
movie happens, right there, in that scene where he sees her on the ground and none of us catch it.
Yeah, done. It's very easy.
I
Yeah,
still remember
that is-
watching this movie in a theater. I was the only one in there.
I didn't know how scary it was, so I didn't go. Because I would have gone by myself.
Yeah, this is not Eli Roth's not someone I would go to the movies for. I don't think. Like I just like Hostel was brilliant and it was like great for its time. It was a groundbreaking thing. Like I hadn't. He kind of like started the torture porn thing, or brought it to the forefront for me. Because I'm pretty sure Hostel was before Saw, wasn't it?
Let me look. Shit, let me look that one.
Because I remember like the only reason I even watched Hostel was because it was like presented by Quentin Tarantino.
I think we've had this conversation before, I think. I just forgot.
It sounds familiar.
Where is it? Hostel 1 was 2005. Saw, I think early was that.
Oh yeah, so it's just after Saw.
Yeah, Saw was 2004.
Yeah, because it's their 20-year anniversary for Saw this year. So they were around the same time. So I mean, like they probably were in the making at the same time, so they probably didn't know about each other. But actually, Saw did come from a short that Lee Winnell and James Wan made. So I don't know how well known that was.
Well, I think that was made so they could get the bigger thing made. I think that was sort of like their demo reel of a scene they could show them.
Well, they went. I know they met at film school and they met at like Australian film school is ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna get into it because I'll like alienate half my audience. for the one they went
To America, I
to.
guess.
Like, if you ever want to hear about it, just listen to an interview with Lee Waddell about his film school time. It's a cool mask, this one. I do like this mask. I like the whole get up.
Yeah, I tried to get it today.
If you fucking dare, I swear to God.
Don't forget, Hills and Chris, I need a watch order for the Kevin Smith stuff.
You out in my ear.
Haley probably would be better to ask.
Can you still hear that?
I have the Clerks and Dogma.
Oh, I
Sandman.
watched the reboot and I watched Clerks 2 today. And I watched Mallrats. The reboot,
Never
I
look
just
at that
thought
later.
my eyes on it.
Let's talk about that later. I'm sure you'll make an excellent dinner, Kathleen.
Well, Harry Potter, everything that he's in is not likable. Like, but he has like a certain kind of swarmy charm.
Who's that?
Her dad, like the owner of the shop
Oh, yeah, Louis Litt.
from Hostel, yeah. He always ends up sort of like getting to you, and you're like, you're a dick, but I like you.
Yeah, he's the same way on Suits. I hated him for like the first half, and then he came around.
He's like an Ari type character. I've always got that kind of sort of thing from Vince Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is something I need to tell you guys too later. that I found
Make a
out.
note. I have a sticky note going.
No, just remind me. It's about Sydney Sweeney.
I'll write it down.
Okay, so in this movie, you know how they always talk about if anyone could play Randy in
Right.
a remake of Scream? It's the fucking drug dealer in this movie. I've never been able to find anyone, but for some reason, this guy just fit for me.
Yeah, he wouldn't be perfect, but he'd be good.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be impossible to beat Jamie Kennedy.
he's the only person I've ever said I think he could do it.
I agree.
What are you doing, Mom? Yeah, there's so much room here. Oh, that does look pretty cool. I was looking at his filmography too, and I saw that he did Eli Roth, and I saw he did a movie with Bruce Willis.
With who?
Eli Roth. He did
Did a
I
movie
think
with
it
who?
was something
Bruce Willis.
with Bruce
Oh,
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Because he's only
I
done
thought you
like
said Chris Willis, and I'm like, who in the hell is that?
I wonder how he's going. I haven't checked up on that lately.
Last I heard, he doesn't recognize anybody.
Yeah, and he's not speaking very much or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're talking about Death Wish.
Yeah, Death Wish, that's what. Yeah, and he also, I didn't know this either, but he did the one with Kate Blanchett and Jack Black, the House with the Clock in the Walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
Other than that, he's done. Because yeah, I think as of since this movie anyway, he's only done like 8 films. But I have been watching for a while. He's been doing this thing on like, well, I think it's on Shudder. It's on Shudder or Prime, and he like interviews directors and stuff. Because he's not the type of guy that like he's been offered big jobs, but he doesn't really take them. Like he prefers to do his own thing, and he sort of does like takes the more adventurous route, sort of thing. I can't believe this mask doesn't freak me out, but you watch. Chris will put it on, and I'll freak.
Totally freak out if Chris was wearing it. Yeah.
That's what I just said. Chris will put it on, and I'll freak the fuck out.
Next year, I'm gonna go to Halloween Spirit or whatever the hell it's called, and I'm gonna buy a bunch of these and just wear them every day.
Good old Spirit Halloween.
I've never been in one.
I'll become the fucking. I'll make some mega movie fucking money cash, and I will come to your house and beat you up on your front terrace.
No, you won't. You sit down. We'll have some wine.
What did you
You get
do?
mauled by dogs, and you'll like it.
Well, that was one of my goals. I made sure I come to a Spirit Halloween.
Are they all they're cracked up to be?
Well, the lady.
If you're into all that stuff and want to buy it, absolutely.
I've seen commercials
I
and reels
hate
and stuff, but Halloween was never a big thing for me. So I never went, but I'll be sure to go next year.
Halloween's the gay Christmas.
Ouch.
I hate this. It happens to Mason Gooding as well, where he's got blood on his hand and Scream 5 and he can't.
Wipe it on your pants, man, like everybody else does.
That would actually happen.
I could have bought a lot more. I just didn't have any more room in my suitcase.
That's why you need your tempered glass. Like, no one in films ever have covered. It must be product placement all the time. I know, you still fucked up, bitch. And you deserve it.
Here's one thing I got: Chucky machete and a machete from Friday the 13th.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Holy fuck.
I only have Scream stuff. And I have a signed poster and 2 ducks.
Yeah, if I was gonna like collect, I would only do like probably Freddy and
This is fantastic the way he displays her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll just star up the ass.
They're very, they're very creative.
yeah, if I was gonna collect, it would be like Freddy and Scream, and I think now Terrifier for sure. Like I think Terrifier's gonna get.
Oh, I should have
bigger,
worn my
bigger, and
art
bigger.
shirt. I forgot. My art shirt.
Oh, you
He's
got
great.
it? I'm still waiting for mine. I've got one.
I have a Woodsboro sweatshirt too. I'll have to get that.
You know what I saw today though? I saw a Sunnydale High shirt, and I'm like,
That
oh,
would
I
be
need
Mads
to do that.
Naffison. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, if I get one, I'll grab an extra one and send it to you.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
We
I
loved
think
Buffy.
it's like only like $12 or something.
G used to watch it with us. Jacob just he just rewatched that and Angel.
I kind of never really understood why the killer was going for them. Like I understood that they got in earlier and all that sort of stuff, and then that the guy was filming it and everything. But all the other people were way worse than them.
Oh my god, I'm actually right with you, Chris. Never happens.
Yeah, well, I think for a stream coming up, I reckon we'll have to try what I was going to do last night. We'll just watch it from the same video feed.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Usually I'm
It
about
makes
10
them
seconds ahead or 10 seconds behind.
For setup.
Sorry?
It would make things a hell of a lot easier for setup.
Yeah.
We can finally watch Messages Deleted.
Well, I added that to the
Well,
stream
I mean,
list today for that
order.
exact reason.
I've got it in my cart. It's an Aussie. It's brand new and it's Aussie and it's like $16.
I'm waiting to watch it with you, so we have to get this done. It's
And
so
I've got
good.
yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you think.
I can share the screen. Like if you guys want to do it before that, that's fine because it'll probably take a little while to come. But like I'm gonna buy it anyway because I need everything of Matthew Lillard, obviously.
John, you'll have to come for that one. That's a great film.
Well, I got SLC Punk not long ago. Couldn't get that on Blu-ray though. Can't get this one on Blu-ray, obviously, because you can't fucking get it anywhere.
He was great in SLC Punk. I didn't think I'd enjoy that movie, but I really did.
Everyone now says like he should have been nominated for an Oscar for that. I'm not sure.
I don't know
what
that
year
I'd
it
go
was.
that far, but he was really good.
He still thinks it's his favorite performance, but I think he's changed his mind and saying now that Five Nights at Freddy's is, and I'm like,
No,
yeah, he's pushing the sequel,
definitely
buddy.
not.
Yeah, he's pushing the sequel. But you know what I did find out is that I watched something with him the other day, and they were talking about Wes Craven, and it was like really sweet things, and he said that he was doing. I can't remember the whole thing right now because I wasn't feeling well, but he said like he was gonna go call his mum or something, and he goes, but he had bad news for her or something, and he goes, well, you can tell your mum that one day you're gonna win an Oscar, and he goes like I've held on to that like for my whole life. Wes Craven told me I was gonna win an Oscar. Told me to tell my mum I was gonna win an Oscar. So I think it was like some sort of documentary on Wes Craven or something. I don't know. God, I'd love to interview Matthew Lillard. I know so much about him.
About who?
Lillard.
Oh, Willard.
You're the one that tried to save the guy. I watched something today, and it's been coming up a lot in like interviews with directors and stuff. It's like how desensitized we get as movie as horror movie watchers. And also, I watched like a movie trope documentary the other day, and like when it explained it, it was saying like, you know, when something keeps happening, like if you eat the same thing every day for 5 days, it's not gonna have the same effect. Like blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But you can still just be like, oh come on.
Right, we get desensitized to it because it's fake.
But
You know,
then they also
like,
said
If
Yeah, but-
if my best friend got butchered the way Olivia did, I wouldn't think it was beautiful like I do in Scream. Do you know what I mean? In Scream, I think it's
but then
amazing.
what they also said was that, but okay, so say they make that dumb mistake in the movie, like but they said they're always going to make that dumb mistake because it's a horror movie. Make that mistake, like so these tropes are necessary. And then they're like, you don't have to use every trope because that's not necessary, but you
Right.
have to use at least one or two of those tropes. Because like it's like, but the ones that piss me off are like if you like throw your phone away, or if you drop your keys, or you fall over when you don't need to, you know, things like that.
Right.
And don't blame other people for your stupidity.
He looks so good now, and the first thing I ever saw him in was With Honors, when he had that big fro. I don't know if you've seen it, Haley, but Chris did. Do you remember the big fro he had with the chicken or the rooster in With Honors?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I ever saw him in, and he was like 12 years old.
Oh my god, I had so much fun the other day. Guess what I watched? Animal House.
I
Animal
haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, so much fun.
It's Dewey. The cat's name is Dewey. Come on, that's
Oh
brilliant.
yeah, I forgot about that.
The first time I saw it, I was like, that is
I
magical.
never picked that up.
What a tip to Dewey. I love it.
No.
With Honors is on the list, right, Chris?
I think so.
I think so too. I can't wait to watch it again. I haven't seen that in years.
Which one?
With Honors, I
Oh,
will definitely
I
cry.
I don't think
Cry
I
my
can
eyes
watch that. It's like a dead poet.
It's so good.
Mate. I don't know if I can put myself through that. I haven't watched that in many, many years.
Brendan Fraser,
that
Moira
one
Kelly,
like
Patrick
in-
Dempsey.
Brendan Fraser?
Brendan Fraser, Moira Kelly, Joe Pesci, and
Joe
Dempsey.
Pesci.
So good.
I have a very big soft spot.
Yeah,
for
it's on
Joe
there.
I cry like a baby.
So do I. That's what I'm saying. It's like I can't. I watched bloody 2 movies today that had me bawling my eyes out, and I'm seeing them 10 times.
I'm going to watch Blink Twice and
Oh,
that other one we were talking about.
I didn't mind it. I mean, there was a.
Oh, Long Legs. I'm going to try to get through that.
I wouldn't even bother because even I couldn't get through Long Legs. And like I said, I usually get through every movie.
I'm a security guard and kill people every day.
I wonder if Eli Roth got. Does he have? I'm sure I would know when I'm. if I was reminded, but does he have any kind of connection to the Scream franchise?
Don't think so.
Did they talk about the Stone movies at all?
Don't think so.
I really like that kill. Where he turns around and twists. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Leave the
Meow.
cat alone.
Big cat, boy cat.
That's like, dude, just fill a bowl.
That's what I'll do.
Come on, cat rocky motherfucker.
One thing I don't like that Lillard's doing is saying that Scream's getting too violent.
No, but he actually didn't. Apparently, didn't say that. Like, have you?
I
heard
read
of
the
that?
interview. He did say it.
Like,
And he said like the shotgun was
Yeah.
over the top. He shouldn't have a shotgun, and he's getting a little too brutal. And
yeah, but apparently, someone it's been said that whatever he said was completely taken out of context. Like, it couldn't have been done. Like, he said something like it couldn't have been done back then or something in that way, or I don't know. But like, it wasn't as bad as everyone was making it out to be. I'll have to Google it and find it. I'll send you the link. Because I was like, what? Because it doesn't sound like Lillard, because he doesn't have bad opinions of Scream. I know that he never watched 2 or 3 for like many, many years. And then obviously he was in 5. So like, why is he in 5 if you thought it was too brutal?
I don't know. I thought the shotgun scene was magnificent.
And he's also in like one of the most brutal scenes in 5.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most ridiculous ones. So it's like, he's got like such a good sense of humor.
He's the one that stabs Chad in the yard. He's Ghostface in that one.
Yeah, and he's the one with the bloody fire fucking.
Which is hilarious.
With like, doesn't he have like no sleeves on or something?
What?
Doesn't he have no sleeves on or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that he was the one that stabs Chad in the eye. I think I've heard that from like it's familiar, but I'm not set in my head.
I love that he and Skeet keep coming back to be involved.
Like, heaps of them were in 5. If you guys, I now like my favorites are 1 through 6, like that's how it goes. But 5 is so rewatchable to me, and I ended up watching the director's commentary and all that sort of stuff, and they actually did make that such a love letter to Wes Craven, and so I changed my mind on that movie a lot. Like, it's become, I love it a lot more now.
I like 5. I don't like Richie, or what's her name, but I like the rest of 5.
Not hateful. But yeah, mine pretty much does go in order as far as favoritism.
I can't imagine I will ever dislike one better than 4. Or more than 4. 4 will always be bottom for me. I hate it.
You hate it more than 5 and 6?
Yeah. The only thing that saves 5 or what are we talking about? 4 is Kirby.
You were blinded by.
And I love Scott Foley.
By glass.
3 is magnificent.
On your television, subliminal messaging, spyglass song. Don't listen to the spyglass. Every time you start thinking that you like 5 or 6 better than 4, just think, Wes Craven, Wes Craven, was crazy.
Yeah, Wes did not do well in that one.
No, it wasn't his fault though. They had so much pushback from the studios. You should look like into that. It's so bad.
I have the steel boxes. I'll watch the extras.
Oh, you got the steel box. I'm so jelly.
Yeah.
I need to stop buying shit off Temu.
I don't have a lot of physical media, but I have everything except VHS that Scream has to offer.
I've got Scream 1 and Scream 2 on VHS. God, I like that nobody knows where I live. Oh. I also have something that's like actually like really like valuable on VHS. It's like one of like it's a top one. I'll tell you what it is later. I wish I had 3 on VHS. I may still do. Like I haven't really looked at them that much, but I've looked up prices. But I don't want the VHSs, to be honest. I don't have a VHS player. And it's the only part of media that like records are different because they have that grittiness. They have like those awesome like old records and stuff. I love that listening to them. They have that nostalgia and everything. But watching a VHS compared to what we're watching on television is not better and not good. People are just buying them not to watch them, just to collect them. This is one of the things I don't like about this movie is they introduce like 20 million people. There's no character development. Everyone's pretty dislikable. And then it's just for a kill count.
Yeah, that is a flaw.
This is what I get with Eli Roth. He's like, because in the first Hostel, like Aaron Hernandez, what's his name? Is it Aaron Hernandez? He was really unlikable at the time, or he was just coming. No, that's not Aaron Hernandez. That's the other dude. What's his name? Shit. Jesse Bradford. It was, yeah. He was really unlikable as that character, but then you start reading for him later. But he was a jerk at the beginning. I'll give him that he does do unique kills.
Fuck, he sounds like a young Matt Damon.
He does. I could listen to the accent constantly. I used to love going to visit Kevin's parents in New England. Oh my god,
I
I could.
think
His dad's accent was so thick. I could have listened to that man read the phone book. I love it. I haven't been there in years. I miss it. Oh, this is brilliant. The trampoline. Oh, come on. I should have made more coffee.
Oh yeah, you know I've been watching those documentaries. They talk about this kill, and I think this was done before Terrified. They talk about a kill that the witches or that Catholicism did to the witches many, many years ago, where they actually badger sword. So I wonder, I need to have a look to see if Damien Leone got the idea from it. Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, that ain't good.
That like it makes me wiggle.
Mm.
Office guy. He's a fucking scooper.
It's just fucking gunpowder. I
I
love it. Oh my god, I
can
love
never
it.
get it. Because Mark Wahlberg does it all the time, and I used to watch Wahlburgers all the time, and I
Me
love
too.
drama.
I watched it just to hear them talk.
Yeah, and I always try and do it, and I'm okay with accents, but I cannot get that Boston accent.
My friend's from Boston. When she goes visit, she comes home with the accent for about a week. So does Kevin. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it when people pick up accents. Heaps of people say I pick up English accents all the time when I'm with my English friends.
I have not picked up an Australian accent. At least not that I'm
No,
aware
I
of.
don't pick up American. But I think that's because we don't pick up American because we're so used to American accents, too. Because kids do. Our kids do.
Especially like Sesame Street.
Yeah. Sesame Street and all those shows, and you'll hear like the kids will come in and they'll say something and it's in like American dialect, and we're like, and we just like we always just laughed and we're like we let them just.
They
go
say
ahead and
car
talk.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, we used to just let them go ahead because they end up. Yeah, they'd always say Z instead of Z, stuff like that. Yeah, and a lot of the time you just leave it because they end up just picking up. Like it goes like. Now, though, a lot of teachers are very strict on things like that, and I don't think that's very fair. Because even we in songs and movies say stuff in different dialects, like when we do impressions.
I wish I could hear my voice the way it sounds to you. Like with quote unquote an accent.
Normal to us now. Like we know that you don't sound like us, but I mean, we're so we're so like used to American accents. It doesn't bother us. Did we sound weird to you for a while?
Yes, very much.
Did it take a bit to sort of understand us? Did you have a sort of subtitle?
Yeah, certain words that you pronounce and things like that. And obviously the slang stuff's taken me a bit.
Yeah, that was funny when you asked.
And it's not Aussies.
See that one?
Aussies.
You got me with the fair dinkum the other day, because that's a hard one. Because when I actually started thinking about it, I'm like, oh, okay, so it has kind of a double meaning.
That's what I
And
thought it meant, but it was the video. It was with two 49ers fans. One's American, one Australian, obviously. And they were going back and forth. And the Americans would say, like, I'm going to say this, and you say what it means in Australian or whatever.
Yeah, it's a hard, but because I've completely grown up with it and it is like an older term and it's like more of an older person's way of saying things. But if someone's grown up with it in their family, they'll say it type thing. Or, someone's at the pub having a drink and we're like, oh, fair income, or you're having a chat with like an older bloke at the pub, they'll be like, yeah, fair income. But yeah, it can be like fair income. Like, are you asking a question?
I used to work with a couple of people that are some American engineers. They'd say, "What's fair income?" And I said, "It means no shit." And they're like, "Oh, right, yeah."
Yeah, but it's also it can be like, but it can also be like you're surprised, like fair income, like you know what I mean, like fair income, like that. So yeah, but usually it's like, oh, fair income, man. But the Jeep thing, I've heard that as well. I actually thought it was like a New Zealand thing.
No, they say it here a lot, but it's more of a joke. Jeet jet, no Jew.
Yeah. Because I've heard that a lot, but never really bothered to
I just never knew if it was a thing there.
Yeah, we do hear. I mean, I've heard it, but I don't hear it often.
Yeah, Michelle, I'd really have to be with you in person to notice an accent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh no, I knew you had straight up.
It's funny to hear that I have an accent when I don't think that I do.
Yeah, of course you don't think you do. It's like we don't think we do.
No, but like I said, you sound normal, and so does Mike. When I hear Mike now on the streams, he sounds normal, but I know in person there's like a southern accent to him.
Yeah, he's got a little twang to him. His isn't very thick though, thank goodness.
Need to watch their stream from today. Was it today?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Was that the villain tier list? Because
Yeah.
I'm literally doing Slasher icon list this week. So what I've been preparing for. So I want to watch their one, see what they have to say.
I wish I realized
want this
this.
kid to be older so I can date him.
I wish I realized his mistake this morning. I would have messaged him.
What was his mistake?
No, he spelled villains wrong.
Oh,
And that,
he went on and on about that.
Yeah.
What did he spell wrong?
Villains. You know, like villain.
Like,
yeah.
I saw a chillin' like a villain top today, but it wasn't cool enough, and I was like, yeah, no, that's a bit corny. I can do that one.
I went to bed. I didn't even see their first one.
Julia. Your name's gonna be Julia. Julia? I want earmuffs.
Oh, I used to wear those when I was a kid. Mandatory by my mom.
So
She
in
wore
the-
them up until she got sick. She wore them all the time. Like, Mom, you look so dorky.
That's so
My ears are
cute.
warm.
Ooh, yeah, chuck up. Yeah, he's my Randy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. But then, Dio.
Mhm.
This is my boy. How dare. See, that would be me. Get the fuck off my
Oh,
property.
yeah, that was a password too. You can get it right.
You don't know who fucking Dio is?
So you're in the wrong town.
R.I.P. Dio, by the way.
he reminds me of fucking what's his name from Entourage, fucking Billy Walsh.
Yeah, he reminds me heaps of him. The Death Star. He's perfect. And he's like, he seems like, even though he's like being naughty, he seems like a decent dude. Kind of reminds, oh no, you guys don't watch Stranger Things.
Just go to Walmart.
Also had a secret on Xbox. Account check.
I always think like Bacardi. I think like, what weapon would I take if I was offered a weapon in a situation like this? Like, can you just fucking give me something that'll blow up?
Just give me a box of grenades and I'll be happy.
I don't know. I think I would just take like a butcher's knife. To be honest, like a really fucking sharp, big knife. But that means that they get close to you. So I guess I would have to get something that would get them from far away.
Okay.
Like no, because like I wouldn't be able to use a gun. So if I was in a like position like this, there'd be no point because I'd fuck up trying to shoot the gun. I know. So maybe like a taser, like a long way taser type thing to start with, and then the knife.
I love this contact case. I searched like a fiend to find it. Couldn't find it anywhere.
ADHD, maniacal searching.
I mean, I spent like 3 hours looking for a frog contact lens case. No go. I was pretty pissed. They didn't have a trash panda one either.
Oh, this cat is all clogged. Daddy. Russian daddy. That makes me think. Oh, no, she's not even legitimate. Oh, no, well, the other one was just a cheerleader. Maybe she is a gymnast. There she is.
Man of many words.
I really like the portrait thing she's got on herself. It's a cool little graphic thing. An artist.
Michelle, did you find any type of contact lens frogs? Like cases?
No. Why did you?
Yeah, on eBay and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even think about eBay. Well, son of a bitch.
For what?
Add it to my list.
I just typed in frog contact lens case.
I forget about eBay. I get all my Lincoln Park stuff, but I don't think about it for anything else. Thank you. I will definitely look after this. Not that I need a frog contact case, but I want one.
I'll never look at a corn on a cob buddy picker again.
I had some this summer and I was like,
I don't even know if people use them anymore. I think they just hold the side.
no, they're too hot.
What are you guys talking about? What's so big about frog contact cases?
The girl had a frog contact case and I loved frogs.
Oh,
Did I ever send you a picture of my bathroom?
no.
Yeah, frogs
Oh,
everywhere.
I didn't know you like frogs.
Just in the bathroom. But sometimes they migrate into the kitchen.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, no, I think like the Matthew Lillard thing was like that they didn't have to rely, like in the first Scream, they didn't have to rely on the brutality like to get like the scares and to get all the stuff like going. They had the because there's not many kills in the first one. And I think it was something along the lines like that of like it worked without that. So like he meant like you don't need it, like you shouldn't need it.
Yeah, but like nobody complains when Jason uses a sleeping bag to kill somebody, which is my favorite Jason kill, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, he improvises. Michael Myers improvises. He doesn't kill everybody with a knife. Most people, but not everybody. You know, it changes things up.
But I don't think it's as bad as like people are saying. Like everyone's like, oh, he's like dissing the Scream, blah blah blah.
I'll have to look for the interview.
I think they've taken like one thing he said and blown it completely out of proportion.
As they do.
Probably started in America.
And I mean, the only reason it got so brutal was because of Sam's inner ghost face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. I actually really liked that. And it did become kind of like no one gave a fuck about, like, okay, we're not going to the police anymore. We're just going to go and kill Ghostface. Like,
what are the cops going to do? You know, it's like calling the cops on Jason. Wouldn't be very effective.
Jesus.
What are you doing, baby? You okay? You all right? Go ahead. You gonna lay down? You can do.
This gets the worst of her. I love this guy. He's the only decent person in the whole movie.
You're not wrong.
It's like, it's seriously like make a fucking spin-off with Bacardi. I'll make a spin-off with Bacardi. I need to find out what else he's working on.
Damn.
I'm gonna reach out to him and be like, "Do you want to come be on Horror Haley? I will get you a movie." Yeah, he does remind me a lot though of the character that was in season 5. I think it was. It's the last one of Stranger Things, called Eddie. I don't know if he's like a direct rip-off, but he, yeah, reminds me a lot of it. Now that I'm watching.
Oh, this is good. The pipe.
Mhm.
It's a pipe, right? I think it's a pipe. I found 2 frogs on eBay. Damn it.
Excusez-moi.
Oh, brilliant.
Never ever find a hair tie when I want one.
He's inventive anyway.
This chick is the most adorable.
I wonder how many times she laughed.
What are you doing? There's my girl. You wanna watch the movie? What are you doing? Come on.
I need some salt.
You okay? You need some what?
Salt.
Oh, I thought you meant you did. I'm like, well, that's ironic. What are you doing? You might catch on fire there, P.
Even cooler, like it looks like fucking Nicolas Cage. Jesus.
You're not wrong. I never noticed that before. This movie goes
Like, it
faster
doesn't
every
have
time
to
I
be
watch
in
it.
Everything has to be in everything. Come on.
She's good at the not screaming. You know, when you're supposed to scream.
Yeah.
That's a great screen grab of him and her.
Yeah.
Javelin master of the world. I always feel like
What a way to go.
die burning to death.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, none of us can, but can you imagine? You burn your hand on the oven rail, you know, and you're screaming.
Oh no, I was really drunk and came home one night, and it was when I'd first been put on Valium, and I didn't realize that like I got drunk at the same time, and I hadn't exactly learnt the rules yet, and yeah, I got really really smashed, and it was freezing cold, and I got a quilt, and I fell asleep in front of the gas heater, so I got up like when I woke up and went to go to bed, and I got wrapped up in the quilt, and I fell onto the grate of the heater, so I had all of these like massive burns across here, and I could hardly walk for days. I had to go every day to the hospital to have them dressed. It was the most pain that I've been in,
Crazy.
I think, ever. Like it was, and that I don't even think they were quite first degree burns. I think they were second degree burns.
You know what helps with burns? My mother. You keep like a Tupperware container, just a plastic container of flour in your fridge. Just regular flour. And if you burn
Yeah.
yourself, you put it like if I burnt my hand once, and that she just said, put the flour in a bag so it's still cold and put your hand in there, and it actually relieves the pain and helps prevent the blister from getting bigger. Very strange, but it works.
I thought it was awesome because he thought it looked like I had like tiger scratches down my leg, and I was like, "Are you freaking real?" Like this, he loved tigers. But yeah,
So
no,
everybody go and
actually,
put flour in your fridge today. I have it in mine.
I mean, like I don't. I get like the occasional burn off like just a quick touch of a burn off like a hair straightener or something like that if I use one. But
I usually get mine off the air fryer.
oh yeah, air fryers are horrible. Like especially when they spit at you when you open them up. I swear I know that girl from something, and I Wikipedia'd her so many times, and I can't figure out what it was.
The final girl, Jessica.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll figure it out one day. Or maybe she just looks a lot like someone else. But I'm not usually wrong when it comes to faces. What's that tell you? It's a cop. Thanks. He actually, oh my god, in that scene, it looked like he's the dealer dude. The mask's so weird. Ooh. Ooh. Tell you what, the body effects gore effects aren't that great in this. They look very fake. If you didn't know that it was Patrick Dempsey, but oh, spoiler, sorry guys. You didn't know it was him by now, like you know now.
Her IMDb page is basically empty. Just lists 3 things she's been in.
It says she did something on Disney and that, or something on Nickelodeon, and that made sense to me. Like, but then I saw what it was and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that. So I usually go to Wiki and just go straight to filmography. I don't really. I go to like IMDb later. IMDb. I can never say that, so I just say IMDb.
There is no amount of therapy or sage that would fix this.
They all need really big hugs from their mum, but half of them don't have mums anymore. Let's find out.
This is the only movie I've seen by Eli Roth.
Seen a few.
None of the titles are grabbing me either.
What have I seen by him? Eli Rothkopf. Thanksgiving, obviously. Death Wish. Knock Knock.
Spells.
Green Inferno.
And
Is Death Wish is that Sean Connery?
movies.
No,
The Green Inferno
no,
one.
no,
Is the Green
Death
Inferno
Wish
was the Holocaust one?
Death Wish was the one with Bruce Willis in it.
Oh, right. Okay, I
think
can
that's
picture the
Green
poster. Yeah, I can see the poster in my head.
He did the one with the clock in the walls. He did. Is Green Inferno the cannibal one? The one where he tried to do like a cannibal Holocaust type one?
Oh, I did see Piranha 3D.
Yeah, that's going to save a rainforest.
Yeah, not much there for me. Well, he did do that masterpiece Piranha, so
He did do. It's weird that he did Piranha because he did like a full-on documentary on like how we should be saving our sharks and stuff like that.
I only saw 3 Double D or That's the one I saw, 3 Double D.
Yeah, no, it's the only one from.
Which is like
Kirby's
totally
list I haven't
ridiculous, but I
seen.
love it.
And Cabin Fever, I've seen of that.
Yeah, that was the first thing he ever wrote because he like loved Sam Raimi and he wanted to do something along the lines of Evil Dead. There's a lot of homages in that movie actually, and he
A Warman outfit?
has a cameo in that. I think he's the one with the dog. Because that's the only thing I ever remember about that movie, the dog. And again, another one where every fucking character's an asshole.
Penelope's head is touching the heater, and her skin is too hot to touch. I think she's gonna boil.
Yeah, I thought that he wrote this Cabin Fever remake too.
He used to
That
work.
scene that was just on where Patrick Dempsey, like, obviously he shoots the gun and then he comes out. That's where I talked myself out of him being the killer. Because there's no way he could have changed that fast. Apparently,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not. Because he was right behind her. He was right behind her as what's his name shot the gun and then came around the corner in his police stuff. So I couldn't figure out how he did it that fast. The magic of movies, I guess.
You know, what's his name? Howard Stern. Remember when he did Private Parts? Eli Roth was like working for him then, and that was when he wrote Cabin Fever. But he got Hostel made first, obviously. This is another one of those ones where he's been away for like a quarter of the last part of the movie. So it's like a Mickey effect.
Yeah, I wish Timothy Oliphant was in it more. I adore him.
Seems. But I watched this Sex and the City thing yesterday and Timothy Olyphant's in a few episodes of it. And I was like, ooh, I don't remember him being in. And all men are assholes in those shows, so I don't really want to see it. It's the shoes, guys. I told you, it's always the shoes.
Stuff on you. She just picked up a shirt.
And this, of course, I was like, shit, I was right anyway.
No, I just have this thing where like it's always dark boots. So never trust the shoes. Oh, I just figured out that you figured out that I have 0 killer shoes. I'm gonna market 0 killer shoes. Seriously, all I have to do is make the same fucking shoes and just say this is from Scream, this is from Thanksgiving, this is from blah blah blah. It's always the shoes. carpet.
Bye bye, turkey.
Hey, look for Teddy.
One at a time.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Also, she's still that cute. I think I put that. Have you heard this song? I love this song.
Okay,
That's
so
the
what
end
does
of them.
everybody think?
Well, that's a third time watch for me. I'd probably give it 7.5.
Yeah, I was thinking 7.5 or 8. I love it. I think Patrick Dempsey's magical. The rest of the cast, I mean, anybody could have been the final girl. But I really enjoy it. Hales?
I'm at like a 5 at this point. Like, it just doesn't give me much. I don't like anyone except for Picardi. Like, I'm not like the biggest fan of Patrick Dempsey. I always find him like overly charming, like, and it doesn't work for me. Like, it doesn't work with me as Kincaid. And I know they were trying to like red herring him there, but I got it in the same. I mean, I guess yeah, you get it in the same in this because like of the same thing. So kind of they're trying to give off this a bit of the same thing, and yeah, I mean, I don't really have many reasons. Just that like you're not rooting for anyone, but I like that first scene, like the Black Friday scene, is take them to the 5 for me. So, yeah.
So, JB, it's your first time watch. What do you think?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, it was fairly kind of low grade-ish, but yeah, storyline was almost predictable, but in some senses, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I also knew going in that it was going to be Patrick Dempsey. Number one, like he was the only name in the cast pretty much, and I just knew like the way that everyone was talking about it, saying like how good Patrick Dempsey was in it, and then like not seeing him for a while, plus just seeing him as the normal old sheriff and blah blah blah. I was like, he has to be the killer if people are raving about his performance. So I think that was another thing that I was like, I just know he's the killer. So
I tried
and,
really
like,
hard to talk myself out of that because I heard the same thing.
Yeah. So
Well-
I'm not a fan of his.
I love him.
Actually-
I loved him in Grays. Ever since like I said, with Honors, I just love him. Everything he's been in.
Yeah, like I love that movie and I love everyone in it. Yeah. But it's just I can't really even put my finger on anything that he's really been in that I remember. Like I did like him in Grey's Anatomy. He was fine, but then like you had McSteamy, and I was like down for McSteamy. But I was also I loved who was the one that what's the name from Katherine Heigl married? He was my favorite. You know, see again, I love the assholes. I love the bad guys.
Catherine Heigl. Who did she marry?
Bad boys. He's Alex or something. I think his name was.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
I
he
only-
goes back and forth from like jackass to good guy to jackass to good guy.
Yeah,
I don't
only
even know if
watched
he's
that
still
for,
on
like,
it. I'm about 6 seasons
4
behind.
years. Yeah, I only watched that for like 4 years or something like that. And like him and Katherine Heigl, I was rooting for them like all the time. I don't know why. Because like I loved Katherine Heigl because I came out of watching Roswell to then watching Grey's, and I loved Roswell. So I loved Katherine Heigl at that point as well, and so then I liked Alex because he was the asshole, obviously. And then McSteamy came into it, and oh my god, oh
I liked Derek
Yeah.
Dean a lot better in The Last Ship. I didn't care for his character on Grey's, but he was very good on The Last Ship.
he was married to our girl,
Rebecca Gayheart.
Rebecca Gayheart, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just recently saw a cool little reunion for Jawbreaker, which was missing Rose McGowan, and apparently everyone was glad that Rose McGowan wasn't there.
Yeah, she got
Um,
super weird. It's super dislikable. Unlikable.
Yeah, by them at least. They don't know the whole story, but I mean, I know that she likes to speak out, and like good on her, that's her right. I don't have a problem with her. I don't have any issues with her. And if she's being hard done by in any way, shape, or form, good on her for speaking up.
Yeah,
know?
she wasn't. I'm not a big fan of hers, but I kind of liked her in Charmed.
Yeah,
Towards the end, I didn't.
Charmed was a hard one for me. Like when I was younger, I wasn't a fan of Shannon Doherty. Later on, I didn't mind Shannon Doherty so much because, like, I listened and heard more about her, and like other people came to bat for her later on. And
Yeah, I started liking her towards the end of Charm, and then she left.
and I also just liked the way she talked. But then I found out, excuse me, I found out like a lot about her personal beliefs and things like that too, which just didn't jive with me. So yeah, but her and Rose McGowan got together, and I feel like they may have even kind of like sort of picked on Alyssa Milano a little and like ganged up on her a little.
Yeah.
So, and because like I've always really liked Alyssa Milano, and
That's why I watched Charmed, because I liked her as a kid.
yeah, me too. Like I watched her as Who's the Boss when I was little because I loved Danza when I was little, and so and like Alyssa Milano is like a Drew Barrymore for me. Like they're not exactly in the same ballpark, but like I've been watching her since I was a kid, and I've followed her all the way to now. You know, so I might be a bit biased, but I know that Holly Marie Combs stays pretty neutral, sorry. So
Yeah, she's like a hippie, like a flower power.
She's
Her and her husband.
Like she's very, but like it really did break my heart when Shannon Doherty died. I didn't know until
That's reality. She's my age. That hurt.
Yeah, and I didn't know until like a year or so before that she was very close with Sarah Michelle Gellar and
Oh yeah,
and
her
Sarah
and
Michelle
that other one. She's from Cruel Intentions.
Selma Blair. Yeah.
Thelma Blair. Yeah. The
Yeah,
three of
they
them
all
were really tight.
place. Yes, you got it. And yeah. So anyway,
We digress.
That's the stream,
Yet again.
everyone. Thanks for watching the movie and thanks for
Thanks
dropping
for
in.
watching.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.